what you've been finding out about this particular unit.
So Fitbit has a lot riding on this new smartwatch as part of their turnaround strategy, as their core business has been really struggling. But I've been learning from sources that they've just been facing one hurdle after another. They had originally been planning for a spring launch, which has now been pushed to the fall because of issues with figuring out the GPS tracking, with making it completely waterproof. And now I'm hearing that from these sources that they may not be ready to have an app store in time for the launch, which is something that James Park has been talking about for a long time. Now, this app store is a pretty key component of the smartwatch, given that it makes it more useful for consumers, and it's something that its competitors are going to have.
What are employees saying about the product's prospects?
You know, sources are telling me that there's a lot of skepticism internally that this is going to really match up to the competition. Fitbit has already fallen behind Apple and Xiaomi in the wearables market in general, and the Apple Watch has been really picking up steam. Now, it looks like the price point is going to be similar to the Apple Watch, but it looks like a lot of the features aren't going to be quite up to par. So there's a lot of skepticism that they can really build the ties that they need to with the developer community and get the market share that they need.
Fitness trackers are actually sinking in popularity across the board, right? This isn't unique to Fitbit.
Definitely, fitness trackers are starting to see a lot of saturation in the market, and that's why Fitbit's been struggling so much. And so the smartwatch is supposed to be their really big turnaround strategy. But if you talk to developers and you ask them, okay, are you excited about the prospect of a new platform to develop on? There's just not a lot of enthusiasm. And part of it is that developing for smartwatches in general is a very difficult thing to do. It's a smaller interface. There's a lot more constraints that developers have to deal with. And given the option between developing for an enormous platform like Apple or Android, which one are you going to go with? And developers are saying that it's going to take a lot to convince them to want to develop for the Fitbit.